Hey there everybody, and welcome back to another video here at Frank's Comic Castle. And today I have a haul for you. A collector's edition, or a box set I should say, some Blu-rays, one DVD. And let's kick it off with this book that I picked up. This is Stephen King's The Outsider, which you can see on HBO Max as a television show. I've just gotten and started reading it. It's really looking forward to reading it. Good thing to pass the time. So I just wanted to show off this book here. The first DVD is a Chinese war movie called Assembly. I just got it yesterday, so I haven't even gotten off the plastic. This actually has several different names. It's also called Red Dawn, but searching for Red Dawn can be difficult because obviously there are several other movies, some American movies called Red Dawn, the original and the remake with Chris Hemsworth. But a Chinese war movie. This is based on actual events, so I'm really looking forward to watching this. I love Asian war movies, whether they're Japanese, Chinese, or Korean. They're so good. There's so many good ones that they're pretty much better than most of the American war movies that come out. Not all, but they have very, very high quality. So let's move on to Blu-rays, and here we got Winchester. Excuse me for that. A movie that came out a few years ago. Horror movie, but it's based on Lady Winchester here and her Winchester house or estate, if you want to call it that. She just kept on building, and with rooms that led nowhere and stairs that led nowhere, and it was just became this maze. And obviously it's a ghost story. So I watched a movie a couple of days ago. It was, a decent movie, not bad at all. So, but I'm finally happy. I'm happy to finally have it in my collection. My girlfriend is a fan of it, so it's one of the reasons I picked it up, and I've been wanting to watch it myself. So, Winchester. Here's a movie I haven't been able to watch yet. This is The City That Dreaded Sundown. So this is a horror movie from 1976. So it's an old horror movie. Heard decent things, heard mixed things about it basically, but really looking forward to watching it still. Got to go back in the time frame of 1976 and consider how it is. But yeah, interesting movie. Another horror movie is Maniac Cop. When I was young, I remember going to the video store and seeing this cover, and I sort of got spooked by it a little bit. This came out in like 1986, 85, 86 there. So I was not old. I was like 6, 7 years old. But watched it the other day. It was a good movie. It had Tom Atkins, and it had a young Bruce Campbell in it. So that was fun. It also came with some extras. Let's take a look at that. Here you have the Blu-ray. But it's a cool movie. Can't complain about it. Came with some cards. Obviously here you see the Maniac Cop himself. One of the victims of said Maniac Cop. And here's Tom Atkins, who's a great actor. We've seen him in so many movies. Also this miniature poster of Maniac Cop. There were a couple more Maniac Cop movies. Two more I think it was, but yeah, really cool they came up with this, really cool. I was a bit disappointed though, because they didn't even have a menu. You could choose what language you wanted to watch, and then the movie started. There was no like scene selection or even trailers, or there were no menu at all. That was disappointing. There's no extras. There's nothing. The movie starts right away. And considering you have these art cards, or the cards and the mini poster, the miniature poster, you'd think there's like some kind of feature, but as I said, not even a menu, not even a Blu-ray menu. That was disappointing. But good to have the movie anyway. Go to the main event, though. Twilight Zone, The Twilight Zone, the original series. This is on DVD. It's obviously available on Blu-ray as well. So this contains all 5 seasons, 156 episodes. So this show originally aired between 1959 and 1964. And you can just take a look at some of the actors that have been in this. William Shatner, Charles Bronson, Art Carney, Dennis Hopper, Burgess Meredith, Robert Duvall. Oh man, I mean, look at this. Leonard Nimoy, James Best, Bill Bixby, Burt Reynolds, Roddy McDowell. I mean, there's an amazing lineup of stars. Terry Savalas, George Takei, man, Carol Burnett, Martin Milner, Robert Redford, Sidney Pollack, Don Rickles, Dick York. Amazing lineup. You get into it and you have all 5 seasons, as I said. There's a lot of extras. I think the only thing that is missing in the extras section that is available on the Blu-ray but not on the DVD is the radio dramas. Because they produced over 100 radio dramas of this, which is very cool. Otherwise, they have a lot of extras with a lot of special commentary and some features, interviews, and all that. This is season 1. You can see how it looks inside here. You have this contains 6 discs, obviously. Very cool. That's season 1. You got season 2. Also has a lot of features. You can read those. Audio commentaries, like Don Rickles, that's cool. Season 3. It's always, look at this, it's also the comic book, Twilight Zone comic book, but you have to put it on the computer to see that. That's cool, very cool. Now, one thing that is very interesting about the Twilight Zone, how much of an impact, how much of a cultural impact it's had on television and on movies in general. This doesn't have that many special features, but I mean, the Twilight Zone has been revived 3 times. I thought it was only revived twice, but it turns out it's been revived 3 times: 1985, 2002, and most lately in 2019, when Jordan Peele was a writer for a big part of it. You can see a lot of influences that he has taken in his movie writing of Twilight Zone. And, you know, there was also the movie that came out in 1983, the very unfortunate movie with the fortunate death of the lead actor, Vic Morrow, and 2 children that were killed by the helicopter in the final scene of the movie, and they were killed. As I understand it, one of the kids was crushed by the helicopter. One kid was decapitated, and Vic Morrow was also decapitated by the helicopter. You can watch more of it on the Cursed Films television show. It talks about cursed films, but that was sad. I remember watching that movie, and I got interested because I wanted to see it again. They released it last time they released it was on Blu-ray and DVD in 2007. And it has since gone out of print. Now the thing is, next year in 2023, it'll be 40 years since the movie came out. Are they gonna have like a anniversary of the movie coming out in 2023 to celebrate 40 years? It becomes controversial because of the deaths. No one got framed, or no one had to pay any price. No one did any time for the deaths and the accidents that happened, because they were pretty much ruled accidents. It's still very horrible. Still horrible that what happened on those sets. And the children that died were illegal workers, because you can't have a child work on a movie set after 8 o'clock. But John Landis, who's the director, decided to illegally hire 2 kids. So he should have gone to jail for that, but he didn't. He got out of that. But very, very tragic. Very, very sad. That's the movie. You can buy the other television shows. I think you can buy the 1985 version that ran for 3 seasons. The 2002 version, which I didn't know existed, but that ran for 1 season, but 43 episodes. And then the latest version in 2019 ran for 2 seasons, and you can pick that up as well on Blu-ray and DVD. You can also get these individually if you want, season by season, but obviously getting it and a collector in a box set is better. And like I got such a good deal on this. It was 50% off. I couldn't pass it up, and I've been wanting to get this for quite some time. And the episodes aren't long. They're like 23 minutes, so it's perfect. And you got to consider it's done in 1959, 1960, so that's pretty cool. And obviously the creator of the Twilight Zone, Rod Serling, is a very interesting person himself. He created, obviously, as I said, Twilight Zone. He also created a show called Night Gallery, which ran for 3 seasons, which is similar to the Twilight Zone. It's available also on Blu-ray and DVD. He also was one of the directors and writers of Planet of the Apes, the original Planet of the Apes movie with Charlton Heston. Obviously, he's not the creator of Planet of the Apes, because that's a French novel from the beginning, a book by a French writer. But he was one of the writers and directors on the movie, the original Planet of the Apes movies. Unfortunately, Rod Serling passed away very early at the age of 50 due to heavy smoking and 3 heart attacks, which is not good. But he left an incredible impact. And the Twilight Zone, this original series, is considered one of the absolutely best television shows of all time by any and every prestigious magazine or any ranking that is out there, the best television shows of all time. The Twilight Zone is more than likely not only in the top 10, but in the top 5, I would think. Pretty much any ranking of that. So I'm very, very happy to have this box set. Really, really happy. I've been wanting to have it. I've been wanting to get it for a long time, and finally got it now. So I'm really looking forward to getting into the Twilight Zone and having a Twilight Zone marathon by myself, because my wife really is not interested in the Twilight Zone. She thinks it's not going to be for her, and also it's all goodness for me. She really is not interested in any of the movies I pick up. Maybe she watched, I don't know which one she watched. Winchester, yes. Assembly, no. The Town That Dreaded Sundown, maybe. Maniac Cop, she watched, but it was, yeah. I am getting her into more horror stuff, which is the type of movies I love. But that's another thing. That's the haul I have for you today. The Twilight Zone, the 3 Blu-rays, the DVD, and the book. As of right now, I don't have any movies or books, comic books, incoming at the moment. I may order some later this month. There's always stuff you want. There's always stuff I want. So maybe, but right now I don't have any other hauls incoming. But I have some other stuff I want to do. So please subscribe for more content, and I hopefully I don't know if I'll be back this week, but most likely I will be back next week with another video. So please subscribe for more content. Give me that old thumb. Comment in the comments if there's something else you want to see, if you have ideas, if you think it's good or bad, if you have questions, because I love movies, I love comic books, I love professional wrestling. I don't talk about it on this show because I don't have any things to show off. I could show off my wrestling collection. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Give me a thumb up. Please subscribe to get more content so you don't miss it. Hit the notification button as well so you don't miss when a new video comes out. And until next video, see you later, guys. Bye.